Yes, my people. Hello and welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another live stream, another video, another Premier League preview. And today, I've got a stacked one for you. I've got an amazing panel that's about to join me. We're going to be doing previews for games such as Man United versus Crystal Palace, the second time they played them within the week. And we're going to do Liverpool versus Tottenham, the big one this weekend. We're going to be Arsenal versus Bournemouth, Chelsea versus Fulham, Man City, they're going to be playing as well. So we're going to be doing all of the games. We're going to be having a look, seeing what the score predictions are going to be, talking about the game. And let's get into it. Let me introduce my panel firstly. And I'll start off with the familiar face that you guys have seen. Big up yourself, Ravi. Big up yourself, broski. I'm going to start off with the familiar face that you guys have seen on the channel already. He's been here. He's familiar. You know, he's familiar with the furniture, man. He's already got his seat on the chair. Yeah, he knows where it is. It's nice, warm, waiting for him. It's comfy. So let me get him on. None other than my broski, Matt, my brother in red and white. Let's go. How you doing, my bro?
Yes, I'm good. I'm good. Man, I brought this color today. You know what I mean? Just
Yeah.
the old thing. Even the old thing.
That shirt was cold though. That shirt.
Remember
it? The first one that had the official cannon, isn't it?
Yeah. Loved it. Love it.
Yeah. Nah, fair enough, bro. Fair enough. I'm good. Happy to have you, bro. Happy to have you.
Cheers, bro.
Now I'm going to invite new faces. There's new faces coming out. Left, right, up, down. You know, there's new faces coming out everywhere. Yeah. So firstly, I'm gonna invite a guy. Listen. Firstly, he knows how to get onto the chat. He knows how to get onto people to make sure they're liking. Make sure you're paying your rent. Make sure that you're doing the things that you have to do, like liking the video, like subscribing to the channel, and making sure that you're getting this to as many people as possible for us. So let me bring on none other than the Winter Surfer. How you doing, bro?
Yeah, I'm doing fine, man. Like you say, hope there's no freeloaders watching this that haven't liked the video, or bozos or whatever. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, all good. Looking forward to this. Should be a lot of fun. So,
100%, bro. And new faces keep on coming. I'm going to invite on the first Liverpool fan and one of two that I met yesterday. Top lads, they're really good guys, know their stuff. So I'm going to bring on the first one, which is Scance. Scance, how you doing, Roski?
I'm not too bad. Yourself?
Man, I couldn't be better, man. I couldn't be better. A weekend of Premier League action for us. Just waiting, bro. Just waiting. I'm happy, man. I'm happy.
It's true. It's true.
Gas. So I'm going to invite the other Liverpool fan now. My broski. Listen, I told you, these guys know their stuff. They know their stuff. So I'm going to bring them out. We're going to have a proper discussion. No shamelessness until the guest arrives that will bring the shamelessness. He's currently running late, as per usual with Hamza. But we will bring him on. He will be coming soon. But I will invite the other Liverpool fan, Mr. Dubs. Dubs, how you doing, my broski? How's it going? Hello? Yo, you mean?
Yo, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Oh, that's much better. Sorry, my mic was messing about. Yeah, how you doing, brother?
That's so good. Yeah, all good, man. I can't complain, man. We've got Premier League coming up. Plenty of games, man, to get into. I can't lie, man. I'm ready.
Yeah, it's a bit spicy this weekend. This one.
For certain teams, bro. For certain teams. And I'm gonna bring on the final guy right now. Listen. And you guys haven't really spoken to him, but listen, we'll welcome everybody on this channel. And he is here to represent Man United, the Red Devils. He's here to represent them, and I'm pretty sure he's going to do a good job, bro. My bro, Z, how you doing, my broski?
How you doing, guys? Thank you for having me, man.
Nah, all good, man. The pleasure is mine, man, honestly. But yeah, listen, guys, Hamza is on his way. He will be on soon. But let's get into it. Firstly, the games this weekend. Actually, you know what? I want to start on a bit off topic before we go on to the games. I want to speak about, because we had some breaking news that came out. I think it was yesterday that the news originally broke, where Barcelona have actually been pulled up and charged on actual. Apparently, they've been fixing matches. So between 2003, I believe, to 2018, I think is the date. I will double check that. But between then till 2018, apparently they paid a referee or someone high in the refereeing ranks a large sum of money. I think it was like 8 million or something like that, in order for them to get favorable results or favorable.
Was it 03? I thought it was during Pep's time, right?
I'll double check it, but I'm pretty sure it was 03. Let me just double check it. But Barcelona is, let me see this. So apparently they're facing charges between 2001 and 2018. 2001, 2018
Wow.
is the actual what the official what's it called? The official report that came out, or the official story that broke. That was 2001 to 2018, which is a long time. I can't lie. The first, when it broke, the first thing I thought about is, listen, I'm gonna be biased, yeah. So I thought, bro, where's my Champions League? Yeah, I cried that night. Yeah. 2006. I cried that night. Yeah, it was a bad time for me, man. It was a low point in my life. I was young, but I still cried that night, man. It was emotional, man. You know, the fact that we lost it, we were so close, bro. But when Sol Campbell scored that goal, bro, I was, them ones where you do the little run with the airplane, bro. That was me. I was running around my house. My dad was cheering in the corner, bro. He was just going crazy. But no, and the second game that came to my mind was, we all know, Drogba. This is a disgrace. This is an bro. That's the second game that came to my mind, and is actually, you know what? Let me just. A guest has just arrived. A guest has just arrived. He's just arrived backstage, and I will bring him on. Yeah, shameless guy, but he knows. Although he's shameless, I will say one thing about Hamza. Yeah, he knows his football. He knows his facts. This guy is like an encyclopedia for football. He knows stuff that happened in 1998, 2005. 1964. He doesn't care, bro. He'll just tell you facts from mid in the 1900s, bro. It's crazy. But anyway, I want to invite my broski Hamza. Hamza, how you doing, my broski?
Big up, everyone. How you guys doing?
Big up.
Bless,
Hey
bro.
guys, welcome, bro.
All bless.
Good.
But Hamza, we're just talking about the recent so we're just talking, and I obviously I want to get everybody's opinion on it. Just the Barcelona, the stuff that's happening with Barcelona at the moment with the charges. I just spoke about it. They've been charged from 2001 to 2018 is the time span that they're saying that they paid the referee or the referees association in regards. But I don't know who wants to start, who wants to go and see what you think about it. Let's start with Arsenal, man. Yeah, let's start with Matt, and then we'll go from person to person. What's your
First of all, give me my Champions League, bro. Give me my Champions League. Yeah, give me that.
Reparations, yeah.
I want that. Nah. You know what? On a serious note, all us fans, we knew. Like, it's so annoying how it's taken this long. Like, over the years, we've seen with Barcelona, they've got away with absolute murder. And I think we saw a couple of games. But for me, that Chelsea game, even the other day, I was just watching it randomly on YouTube. I was like, how many decisions did they not get? There was about 4 or 5 penalties. And then after that, obviously Barca got the equaliser and went through. And we've just seen it. Van Persie as well at Nou Camp, when he got sent off, when he didn't hear the whistle. There's just so many decisions for them. And I don't know what the punishment will be. And I'll be honest, as shameless as I am, I don't want the Champions League like that. I really don't. But I guess by doing that, I've got to wait a long time for it, because there's certain fans in this panel, I'm not going to name them, that don't think our team will ever get it. But but yeah, no, I just think it's one of them things where, I'm glad they've been found out. But listen, in La Liga, it's been happening for a while, not just Barca. Real Madrid get decisions as well. And yeah, let's just see. City have got 100 and whatever charges. So we're waiting for that as well. So yeah, let's see.
No, fair enough, fair enough. I want to go to Winter Surfer because his club actually like fully out there
Yeah.
got done by this, bro. So how are you feeling, Winter Surfer?
Yeah, I would listen. Yeah, we should have won that game, no doubt. But I always look back on us not actually finishing the job ourselves. That's what I do on that game. We should have actually done them in. And also I've got to be fair. I think is it Abo? Who was the French defender? He got sent off. He was a left back, and he shouldn't have got sent off. But this is what I don't. I like the silence is deafening from the head of the Liga guy. He's always mouthing off about other leagues. You know what I mean? Like, oh, how we're spending so much, and he's got a club who's asking players to not be paid for like 2 years or something like that in his own league that won the league. I want to hear what his reaction is to this. He'll probably won't say anything. Do you know what I mean? Listen, I don't know what the ramifications are of this. If they are found guilty, I don't know what happens. I don't know. It'd be really, really. I wonder what UEFA do. So that's the thing, because they don't like to go against the big boys. That's the thing, because it's their meal ticket. So, but yeah, I'm not surprised. Not surprised whatsoever. We've seen it before, but you know, let's see if you know what. Let's see if anything actually happens. It'll probably be like a fine or something. You know what I mean?
That's the thing.
You know what I mean?
That's the thing. If stuff like this happens, bro, I'm expecting Juventus type. You know what I mean? Consequences on these guys, man. They need to dunk on their heads.
You know, the thing is, what Winter Surfer is saying is touching on that. It's like Barcelona and Real Madrid are like the darlings of football. UEFA just love them. They love them. You know, even when you look at the Ballon d'Or votes,
yeah,
I think a lot of it is very, you know, suspect with the winners that have actually happened over the many years. I think was it 2013 that should have been Ribery. Without a doubt.
It should have been
100%.
yeah.
Right, he didn't get it right. So it's been going on for a long time. I just feel that UEFA will, they'll find a way to not, you know, fine Barcelona heavily. That's how I'm looking at it. I would love for Liverpool to get reparations for Man City. You know what I mean? Get our title back in 2014. You know what I'm saying, Scans? Gerrard gets his Premier League medal, so that's much deserved. But I just don't see it happening. They'll just give him a large fine and that's it. Only Juventus are really going to be the ones to get punished.
No, 100%. I know, Scads, Z, you guys got anything to say about this?
Same as everyone else, man. I just can't see anything happening, man. It's just going to be one of the ones that are being caught for like 3-4 years, and then people just get bored of it, and then the story will just get buried. That's per usual. So why is it coming out now? So all of a sudden, why is it coming out now? It's like has a guy's payments been stopped or something for him to like blow the whistle? You get what I mean? Barcelona run out of money, so they can't keep that hush money going. So he's broke the story. So yeah, to me, I can't see anything like. And to be fair, like even if it was like involving Liverpool, I wouldn't want the trophy, man. Like to me, like you play on a day, you watch them games, like it happens to everyone, and you get bad decisions. You just play the cards you dealt with. So it's done and dusted now. I don't see the point of dragging it up. Like if you're gonna punish them, but it's done now. Like why are you bringing it up? Like that's like what, nearly 20 years ago. Why is it coming up now? Like no point to me.
My thing
is
this: even if you believe they paid them, are we really that tribalistic that we don't think that team could have won those games and trophies anyway? You know what I mean?
Saying.
It's not like they were like shit or anything like that. You know what I mean? We're not talking. We're not talking about. We're not talking about some like no one knows about them. You know, the Premier League conference side that's got a Wi-Fi password or something, and they're like winning all these trophies. So, but reputations are on the line. The careers defining on this whole career. The Messi Ronaldo debate comes up. You know
that will open up, and it's unfair though. It's always unfair. Anytime something like this happens, it's so unfair on the players, the managers, because a lot of the time they're just doing their job and they're going out there putting out good performances, and the fact that the players and all of their hard work is in the bin, that is just criminal to me, man. Absolutely criminal, man. Honestly. But Z, I know. Do you want to get onto it? Because when I go to Hamza, he's gonna go crazy. I know he's already.
Do you know what? Yeah, the thing is, you lads are talking about you want your one Champions League trophy. Obviously, it's like a one-hit wonder for you Arsenal fans. You've not been in that position ever since, right? But let's say how it is. Like it's not what. How long ago was that? I mean, how old were you then? Well, you was probably about 3 years old back then, right? So it's been that long.
Painful.
Right?
It was painful. That's what we need to know.
Yeah. No. Do you know, it's guys, with me personally, I mean, with the games that we played with them over the 2 finals, we deserved to lose, man. There was no corruption there in terms of refereeing. They wrapped us. They beat us at Wembley. They beat us well. So with me, it's a case of if they do go down, they're not going to take them away from them. I mean, the thing is, it's like we can all say, oh, yeah, I'm not saying I wouldn't take them, but at the same time, is that the sort of thing that you cherish? I mean, at the end of the day, they deservedly beat us over the 2 finals. And good luck to them. But the thing is, with Barcelona, we all knew it anyway. We knew there was something dodgy going on there. We always knew that. I mean, the thing is, bro, with Barcelona now, if they get heavily fined, which I think they will be, I think they're going to go into administration, man. They got no money. They got financial difficulties, man. They sold their TV rights, they sold their stadium rights, whatever have you. And where they're going to get this money from? I think it's going to be another case of Juventus, where they're going to get relegated to La Liga B or whatever it is, the second division in La Liga, and be a Juve thing. But in terms of trophies and that, no, they're not going to be taking them away now.
No, and just before I go to Hamza, that also you have to remember with that Juventus team when they got dropped down, a lot of key players stayed with them. They stayed. They said we dropped down, but we're gonna stay. We're gonna fight the cause because we believe in our team, and we're not gonna sit here and leave and literally jump ship just because of some shadiness that happened with the owners. We were part of this team. So
Del Piero is one of the main names there. Del Piero.
I think even Chiellini at the time wasn't.
I think Thuram stayed, didn't it? Thuram.
Yeah, Lilian stayed. Yeah.
He went to Barcelona. He was a Barca.
Who was that?
He was the Buffon, the Chiellini, the Del Piero. Nedved went down. Marchisio, Trezeguet, Cambronesi, those guys. But Thuram,
I think at that time, I think only Edgar Davids, I believe, left at that time. But the big name players, I remember because when they got relegated, when Juve got relegated, we were desperately after Del Piero. But obviously, because he's been there for a hot minute, he said, "No, you know what? I want to come back up with my team." Hence why we didn't get him, man. But yeah, I think if I recall, I mean, I stand corrected if I'm wrong. But I believe only the players like Edgar Davids, I think, the main player from that time that left Juve.
Yeah.
Davids is playing for Spurs. Davids played for Spurs at that time.
Yeah, Davids left.
He left for Barcelona in 2003, I think. Before that. So. Yeah.
It was the Nedved, Del Piero, Trezeguet, Buffon, Chiellini, those guys. Kovac. They even had Giovinco. Remember Giovinco?
Oh, the atomic.
Yeah, the ball.
Hey, it's crazy. Well, Hamza, what's your whole thoughts on this, man? I know you can relate, bro.
Listen, I've always said, listen, I grew up loving Barcelona as a young child, man. I watched them do with the likes of Luis Enrique, Luis Figo, Rivaldo, Patrick Kluivert, Philippe Cocu, coming to Arsenal Football Club and dunking them on them 4-1 or 4-2 Wembley. I remember they dunked on Arsenal. Like, these guys were so good, man. And they're the heritage of football. Like, they're the guys that...
Them and Real Madrid.
No, Real Madrid is not... Real Madrid, no matter what they have, they got the trophies. But football, like, the love for football is Barcelona. Like, they created this love. Real Madrid had just this image, we got the trophies. But Barcelona, if you look at every historic, even Man United fans will tell you, like, when they played them 3-3 home and away. These guys were playing beautiful football. They're Romario, R9, Ronaldinho, Rivaldo, Neymar, the greatest Brazilian played at Barcelona. And they played that beautiful football. They played the tiki-taka football. The greatest players, no matter how many Real Madrid will have that much Champions League, the greatest side in football is Barcelona, Spain, Brazil 70. And probably I'll move their city there as well, the treble winning team. You know, so those guys are the best of the best. Like I look at them like I grew up having Patrick Kluivert shirt, and I used to love Barcelona. Like they were the love of football. Everyone wanted, bro. I remember them playing Man United, and they were dunking on United. And
so what about the Milan team then?
The Milan, the 90s.
They're not up there then?
They're up there, but Barca, they tiki-taka. They destroyed football. They humiliate. Everyone used to panic. The only one team that never they were scared of was one team, was Chelsea. They used to be scared of Chelsea because Chelsea were dirty. Chelsea were not going to play football with them. Drogba would dive and they'll pull them. So they just didn't like playing Chelsea. Chelsea and them were rivals. They knew if you're going to beat Chelsea, they have to beat Chelsea dirty. But Barcelona, if you try to play football with them, they'll massacre you. Like Xavi, Iniesta, Busquets, Ronaldo, Messi. That's one of the greatest team ever, like greatest players ever. So it's sad to see, obviously, but I didn't think that affected them on the pitch. Like, no matter what you say, this scandals happen in every football. Like, we had the scandal of Fergie with the referee issue. Like, everyone knew. Like, in England, like,
Listen to this guy. Listen to this guy.
Not saying in a bad way, but United, listen, if you're not United fan, yeah, you don't know, yeah. Fergie with the Premier League and the FA, he had us on lock, and we're not allowed to say anything. Basically, he's a dictator in this country. We're not allowed to say anything about Ferguson.
So are we talking about Fergie time? That wasn't just for Man United, bro. That was for both teams.
Unbeaten. Arsenal should have got that, but he was just mad. You can't. Old Trafford, you're not gonna like. I put a video today of Tottenham scoring a goal from halfway back. Went way in, but it's Old Trafford.
Yeah, I remember that. It was Mendes against. I believe in the goal at that time was Roy Carroll. Yeah, facts, man. Damn it over the line, man. But you know what? Yeah, damn it over the line, man. He tried to catch him over his shoulder, and then he just quickly jumped back to get, he clawed it out. You know what? Facts, that should have been given. But, it is what it is, man. I'm sure if that's given again, if that favoured your team, you'd take it. And you wouldn't come out and say, no, you know what? We deserve to lose that. It was one of freaky shot from Mendes. I believe it was Mendes. Yeah, it was Mendes. He shot that, and then I think Roy Carroll, he was a shit keeper anyway, man. I didn't really rate him. And he let that freaky goal in, man. But yeah, that goal should have stood. But you know what? By you saying Fergie this, Fergie that, bro, listen, you need to start behaving yourself, bro. I don't know where you're coming up with all this stuff like about Fergie. I mean,
as well,
here we go. What's listen to this guy. Where is this? Where you getting that from, bro?
He's talking about scandal.
Oh, The Guardian, of course. The Guardian. The Guardian, bro. You know what?
What about Rodri's handball?
No, come on. No, don't happen. I know. I tell you one thing. I'll never forget this, in my life,
Everton.
I remember every time I'm watching Match of the Day, Fergie never used to come on and give. And I was thinking, why is my guy refused to give Match of the Day any talks? Because he knows he bullies this country. He had this country on lock. You talk against him, so he refused to give interviews. Bro, we were watching Match of the Day, and we wait for the manager. Every manager comes to give away. But then he refused because you put something on the news. And he refused, I think, for 5 years or 10 years. So I believe, he had the power. I give him that. But that power he had, he was the biggest guy. And football, I believe, there's corruption everywhere. Everywhere in this football, let me tell you something. In sport, there's corruption. Corruption at a deep, and I believe the biggest club are the most corrupt. I've always said it. Real Madrid are the number one club in this world that are the biggest corrupt.
So what number City?
They're the mafia.
What number City?
No matter what.
What number City then?
These are the clubs that it's difficult to find them guilty. The Spain is Real Madrid. England is definitely United. Yeah.
Oh, this guy.
Listen to this guy.
What about City?
And probably in AC Milan in thing. These guys
Go to the
will
question.
never get found
What-
guilty.
what
What about
please,
Man City?
I don't want
What about
Barcelona
Man
to get
City?
charged.
What about your
Man
club?
City? What about your club?
He's a Man City fan. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I call.
Okay. I didn't know what team you support, bro.
I've always said myself here. Listen, I've always said myself. They tried to charge Muhammad Ali with treason. Yeah.
Oh,
The same
This
thing.
guy.
You still haven't answered.
Innocent
You still haven't
proven
answered the
guilty.
question. What about Man City? What number are they?
I don't think we just. I don't think. Okay, fair enough. I don't think we are corrupt. Yeah, everyone's corrupt, but we're not that. We're not
What?
corrupt. is what people are trying to say.
But there's a but there always. But
150.
But have you been a Man City? Have you been a Man City fan since they were sponsored by Brother? Is that the time you support Man City?
Yeah, 100%. Boy, yeah, 100%.
Yeah. Okay. Not since the Habibi bought the club. Yeah. Not since the. Yeah.
Man said, sure do.
Okay.
Not even King Pate, you know.
Richard Dunn, I was there. Petrov, Elano, Giovanni, Coluca. Come on, I was there, man. We were there.
Oh, you was there. Okay.
I'll say the last thing I was gonna say. I was like, listen, every team's corrupt. You're innocent to proven guilty. Yeah. Same thing as City. Everyone's already found us guilty already, no matter what. We will beat the charges and we'll still be told no, it doesn't matter. But I just believe 100%. I've always got that. I just don't trust the system. I don't trust the system. The tops. I don't trust UEFA. I've never trusted FIFA. I don't trust the FA. I don't trust that. And in this club, for you to beat the system, like in Spain, I'm sorry, Real Madrid are the guys that run the show. Real Madrid are the ones.
Who owns Real Madrid? Isn't it? Is it the banks or is it?
The bank run by the royal family.
Government runs Madrid. It's amazing.
They're funded by the royal family as well, man. They're funded by the royal family as well.
That's mad.
They were in about the early 2000s. They were in so much debt, right, that the government just bought their training ground and just let them use it for free. You know what I mean? That's how much they paid. Like that's what they did. They just let it. They just bought it. They got them out of debt. Bought their training ground and said, "Yeah, you can. Do this. You can use it rent free." Essentially, that's what they said.
Madrid will never be found guilty. Real Madrid will never be found guilty because Real Madrid is Spain. Real Madrid is Spain. They can do whatever, but Barcelona is Catalonia. I think there's politics.
Catalonia.
I think there's politics.
Oh yeah, definitely. In every way of life, it's politics. That's all it is.
But you know what? Yeah, I do want to move on to the games because listen, we got a few games to speak about. Interesting games, man. There's some interesting games on today, and I do. You know what? Yeah, let's just start with a snooze fest, man, because this game is gonna be. If I were to watch this game, luckily my game is on at the same time, so I don't have to. But if I'm to watch this game, all it's gonna be is pass side, and then pass backwards, and then pass forwards. It's just pass, and that is Man City against Wolves away. I really don't think Wolves are even going to touch. They couldn't score even if all of the Man City players, not Rodri, he's out. But if Diaz and Akanji could just sit there like this, they could sit on the floor, cross their legs, and then they could let the guys walk through. I guarantee you they don't score a goal. Did you see what was his name that scored for Wolves the other day, man? Neto, and he's there. Hey, man's doing 100 celebrations, bro. How many celebrations for one goal? Hey, you know he was loaded for ages, bro. But yeah, listen, I think they're gonna smack him out. We will be given. Obviously, we'll do the score predictions and that, but I just feel like it's gonna be a snooze fest. But I want to go to Hamza first because it is his team. Hamza, man, tell us how you're gonna smack Wolves.
Listen, I threw a Carling Cup for a reason. I knew. I told everyone. I'm not interested in playing Carabao Cup. I said it before the game. Before I wrote a tweet. I said we're out of the Carabao Cup straight. I knew straight away when I've got 5-6 of my starting lineup injured. Yeah, that's mad. That's crazy. Like Rodri out, Kevin De Bruyne out. These are guys that starting. Kovacic was out, Bernardo was out, John Stones was out.
Kovacic
I'm not gonna make
Kovacic played.
Kovacic was playing, bro.
He's just 50-50. He's now back. But
No, he
listen,
played.
at the end of the day, I don't make excuses. I don't make excuses. I don't make
You are
excuses.
making excuses. You just said
He's
Kovacic.
I've got my players. Any other team.
right?
If I took Mo Salah out of Liverpool, I took Shoblo Baba.
Salah didn't play.
Yeah,
Salah
I
didn't
took
play
Van
on
Dijk
Wednesday.
and I took Trent out.
Van
Even
Dijk
if,
didn't play.
but if I
Trent
took Mo
didn't play.
Salah
Carry on.
out from Liverpool, they're
None of them
done.
played. None of them
It's
played.
finished.
None of them
Liverpool
played.
can't do that, Mo Salah.
None of them played.
Yeah,
None of them played on Wednesday. Carry on.
yeah, but I'm saying if I took Liverpool, one player out
None
of
of them
Liverpool,
played.
Mo
None of them
Salah,
played on Wednesday.
no
But
threat.
carry on. None of
I
them played
took
on
5
Wednesday.
of my players out. I'm not going to make excuse. We will beat Wolves. I don't make excuses.
Name the 5 you just said.
The
Name the
expectation
5 you
out,
just said about Liverpool.
the
Name the
expectation
5
of
again.
Manchester City is to win every single game, whether they like it or not. No, I'm not being arrogant. That's my standards of my football club. My standards of my football club is I don't care. There's no excuse. Kovacic, Nunes, yeah, Calvin Phillips. If you step up on the pitch there in a Premier League, we expect that trophy home. That trophy must come home. And if we fail to deliver, you have to leave the club. Because the standard of this football club is to win league title every single year. We will beat Wolves. And let me tell you, if we don't beat Wolves, there will be players that will come for. And we're watching those players already. Their names already, people are watching. Calvin Phillips has a big responsibility. This is his biggest chance to perform and show us Man City fans that he's the real deal. Because we've been patient with him. Yeah, the likes of Grealish has to step, he has to raise his level. So when we're going to Wolves, we don't take it easy. But mark my words, we must get that 3 points because it is a must win. And Pep Guardiola will expect a win. My manager doesn't expect a draw or a lose. But I respect still Wolves. But we'll beat them 4-0 or 4-1, easy.
100%. Listen, Hamza, you're actually jokes. I've never heard somebody say a player was injured. You tell him he played, and he says like he's 50-50. Bro, I've never heard it in my life, bro. You're a legend, Hamza. You're never changed. But listen, does anybody else have anything to say about this Wolves game? Because I'll be honest with you, this is an interesting game.
Listen, I would love the fact that Wolves beat City. Of course, I would love it, but obviously it's not going to happen. But you know what? Everyone thought that City were going to beat. Who did they play in the Carabao Cup?
Newcastle.
Who did they play? Newcastle. Yeah, everyone thought they're going to deal up Newcastle, but never happened.
They made a lot
it's
of
the same thing.
changes,
Yeah, of course they did. 100%, bro. What I'm saying is with me, for obvious reasons, bruv. For obvious reasons, I want you man to lose, but it's not going to happen, man. For obvious reasons, bruv. Listen, bruv. I've been a United fan since the mid-70s, but I brought up in Manchester. I live in London now, but I can proudly say I'm from there, bro. I'm from here, right? Proudly. Bro, I'm not a London Mancunian. I'm actually from here, brother. I don't know what era you started supporting Man City, but that's calm. You know, I'm pretty sure it wasn't the time when you were sponsored by brother or Advice Travel, whatever it was, or I think the only time that probably the only shirts you got, brother, that says Etihad Airways on it, right? And we know when that era started, yeah.
Brother days, man. Listen,
Sorry?
We used to chant a song, feed the goat and he will score. Show him goat a song.
You probably saw that from a YouTube clip, brother. That's fine, bro. That's fine.
Everyone knows that song, man.
Everyone knows that, bro. But listen, brother, I respect that, bro. Listen, I respect the fact that, you know what, clear cut, I'm saying, listen, bro, it's all banter at the end there. I respect the fact that you're a City fan, right? I don't like your club and I say it straight, just like I don't like Liverpool, but, you know, I respect the man, you will win. However, I would love it if you lose. I'll be like, I'm coming for you, bro. I'm coming for you.
I'm looking forward.
I'm coming for you when you lose. Inshallah, bro. But you know what it is, bro? I'm coming for you. I'm coming for you, brother. Inshallah. Next time we see, I'm coming for you. I want to remind you.
Z, that you know what? Yeah, if Man City, if there's any way they lose, oh my,
no chance,
bro. Khalas, bro. Khalas. You're done for, bro. Done.
I'd celebrate, man. I'd celebrate so hard.
100.
Just see them cry, man. without Rodri.
But you talk about Fergie being crooks, bro. You're crooks as it is, bro. I feel like, how you getting all this stuff, bro? You bands are crooks, fam. And you know, the day you get found out is when you're gonna say, "Oh yeah, but bro, there's a conspiracy against us and everything." That's calm, bro. I'm waiting for that day, fam. I'm waiting for it.
You're waiting.
And you know what?
You're a hater. It's like
It's-
people hate.
Bro, I'm a hater. Me.
Listen, the thing is, you're haters because your era came 10 years ago. You're finished 10 years. You don't offer
Bro,
any
okay,
time.
hold on. Right, listen, are we going down this road, brother? Are we actually?
Everyone laughs at you and Chelsea, and you guys are the ones that we laugh at. We look at you guys every week. When you won against Crystal Palace second team, you're celebrating as if you're back. That's how sad Manchester United has become. You're fighting.
And what was your Chris when you lost, brother? You talk about injuries, brother. Look at every team this season has injured. Arsenal got injuries now. Arsenal have injuries. We've got injuries. Bro, you're talking about like you're something special, bro. I mean, at the end of the day, you're not. The fact being is like before the Aki came and bought your club, brother, yeah, you were fighting relegation year in, year out, bro. So I don't know what was special about your club then.
Rags to riches.
Sorry?
We've made it. We've made it from rags.
Yeah, of course you have, bro.
These guys
Of course you have, bro. That's fine.
rags
Oh,
to
brother, you know what? My take is before I let the brother speak again, you know what? You will win, but if you lose, halas, bro. That's all I'm saying.
Nah, listen. Let's get to the next game because it's gonna start getting interesting now. I'm gonna leave the Liverpool game to last because that's the massive fixture that we're waiting. That's the big fixture against Tottenham. Yeah, so I'm gonna leave that till the end. I'm gonna go to the next fixture, which will be actually, funny enough, that as he was just talking, we're gonna go right back to you because it is Man United versus Crystal Palace again. And the big questions are: is he gonna bring Bruno back into this squad, and Marcus Rashford?
I think so. Yeah, they're Ten Hag's boys, isn't it? Of course, he's gonna bring him back. But you know, the thing is, you know, like the brother mentioned, Hamza mentioned about us playing second team. Yeah, then we playing Palace's second team. Yeah, but they had a few players out. You know, not in regards to injury, but he rested a few players. But you know, it wins a win. You can only beat what's in front of you, regardless of what team you put out. You can only beat what's in front of you. And you know, it's nice, brother. You know, because we got bare injuries ourselves, right? We literally ain't got no defense. We got no left back at all, bro. We got regular now injured now. So I'm thinking like, who's going to play back there, right? And you know what? I'll be honest with you. Seeing Amrabat the other day, super. I think he's a player in itself, man. It was nice to see him. Yeah, of course. Hannibal played well, but yeah, I think he's going to bring his boys back. I think they're his golden boys, isn't it? His favourites. So Rashford and Bruno back in the team.
Did you see the news as well? Did you see the news that came out with what's his name? Lissandro Martinez. Apparently he's out for 2 to 3 months, I believe it was.
Oh wow.
He's out for a bit.
His injury.
You see, so let me just recap our defense. We've got Wan-Bissaka out injured, right? We've got Martinez out injured. We got Luke Shaw out injured. We got Malacia out injured. We got Reguilon out injured. So literally the only main players we've got are all centre backs. Varane, Maguire, Lindelof. I think the only right back. We've got one right back fit, which is Dalot. They are defenders. These four. That's the only defense we've got left, right? So the thing is, like, we talk about injuries. I mean, like, now I'm starting to see, like, you man's being Arsenal fans, you've got injuries now. But in terms of our team, it's nice to have these players back. I mean, Mason Mount, even though I don't rate him as a signing, I don't think we needed him. It was nice to see him back, but I think he played well the other night. Amrabat, I mentioned. Some of the youngsters he gave to chance to Palestri played well. Hannibal played well, but I don't think they'll be starting on the weekend. No, I don't think they'll be starting. Where he's going to stick with Bruno. But the thing is, I've mentioned this many times. I said this to my boys as well. With Bruno, he's a CM. He's a Nicky Butt type of player. He's not a attacking midfielder, nor is he a right winger. So I'm not sure why Ten Hag, and that infuriates me, why he's always played out of position. You know. But I think we got with our players slowly coming back, and with Amrabat's performance the other night, I think that's him and Casemiro in the middle. Casemiro, man, step outside, lads. I mean, come on, who's going to test him? You know, at the end of the day, Casemiro's playing well for us. And I still said it. He was the best CDM last year, and he's proven me right again this year.
Casemiro.
He's saying he's the best CDM.
100.
Casemiro. This
Yes.
What, in the Prem? In the Prem?
in the Premier.
Casemiro, yes. Was he? Well, hold on a second. What? He's not.
He ain't played well this season. I don't know what games you've been.
Last, no. You know his bro. First few games, I grant that he's not played, but you know what? I think he's slowly come back. He showed that against, even though we lost to Bayern Munich, he played well in that game, and the game now just now he's slowly coming back to it. But I'm saying what I'm saying about Casemiro is from last year. I mean, the first few games this year, no, he didn't play well, of course. No, I grant that, but I think he's slowly coming back. With Amrabat beside him,
I'll give you that he played well up till Christmas last season, but then after Christmas he didn't play well. He was knackered.
No, of course, brother, because obviously
he kept on getting red cards to get a break. He was good when he first come. Don't get me wrong, up to the World Cup, but then after the World Cup he was poor.
No, I think he's slowly coming back. I mean, I grant the fact that he hasn't started well, but I think he's coming back to him. With Amrabat next to him, Amrabat was one of the best players in the World Cup, bro. And he was up against the best.
He was great, but he's had one.
Oh, there's a but there.
He had a good game. He had a good game on Wednesday against Crystal Palace.
What you would have Amrabat at Liverpool?
Who? I'm not talking about Amrabat. I'm talking about Casemiro. I don't think he's played well at all this season.
No. The term I used was he's coming back slowly. He's coming back into his form.
I don't think so, man.
But Scans, the thing is, you can't really. Where I don't agree is when you say he was the best DM, because whenever anybody can talk about a DM, the only person that can truly say they have the best DM is Man City. I'm sorry. On his day, Rodri is one of the best DMs in the world, let alone just in the
brother, I'm still waiting for an apology. I'm still waiting for an apology from your Arsenal fans comparing this guy to Partey, man. I'm still waiting for an apology for that.
No.
All I remember, Casemiro chickened out, boy. Got the red card at Palace. Was like, I don't want to smoke at Emirates.
I'm still waiting for an apology from my boys as well. I'm not getting that, but you know what? It's all good. But you know, in regards to the Palace game, I think we're going to continue that. I think we're getting the 3-1. I think we'll win. Yeah, but like in terms of playing Bruno and Rashford, they'll be in the team. Yeah.
No, fair enough, man. Fair enough. I'll just quickly go and I'll let you guys go. I think Bruno Fernandes, and just from my personal opinion, I don't think they should touch the pitch yet. Just let this go through. Let them sit on the bench for a bit, because listen, the last couple of games where Bruno runs around, but he does it. He runs around for no reason. He presses into positions for no reason and leaves the midfield wide open. And for me, that's dangerous to have. And if you put that into this team, like, he can't be running around and just leaving space in behind. Because, Amrabat and Casemiro will stop it the first time, the second time, but the third time, a team will eventually get through. So, and they'll have Eze as well. I don't think he was playing on the weekday, was he?
No, he wasn't.
So he's listen, this guy, I've seen him play against my team when we played at Crystal Palace, and listen, this guy is weird, bro. You'll see him at the halfway line, all of a sudden this guy's in front of goal taking a shot. So you definitely don't want him coming in behind, when he's on the ball and quick feet and all of that. It's crazy, man. So for me, I wouldn't bring him back. Marcus Rashford just doesn't run. He looks like as soon as he got the contract, he's got the bag now.
He's you know what? You know what? That's a fair point, and I agree with that statement 100%. What you said about Rashford, he's become the Rashford of old from prior last season. Last season, he was balling. The season before that, he was like, he's not bothered, like head down and that. And you know what? I'll be honest with you, he's the same again, man. Like you said, he signed that on that dotted line, got his P. Why should I bother now? I mean, he's why should I bother now? He's become lazy. If you see the times when he runs around on the flank, and he could so easily just square it to a teammate, pass it to him. He goes for glory himself, man. And that's what he did before. And you know what? I hope he starts Garnacho ahead of Rashford. But with Ten Hag, bro, you know what? I want a guy to succeed. I want him to be successful. I want him to take us to good places. But he's he's a very stubborn manager. It's his way, no way. I mean, at the end of the day, they're his golden boys. Look at the times during the games. I mean, I'm sure you guys can vouch for me. throughout the season when Rashford's not been playing well, when Bruno's not playing well, instead of subbing them, they're still playing. He's taking players off like the player that who don't need to come off. He's like they've been playing good for our team, but he will never take off Rashford or Bruno. And I think to myself, why are you not doing that? If you deserve to be taken off, if you're playing shit, go off. But they're his golden boys, they're his boys, they're his mandem. They're not gonna. He's not gonna drop them, bro. They're back in the team tomorrow.
Nah, fair enough, fair enough. Anybody else got anything to say about the Man United game? Because
do you know what I think? They'll win, but I think it's going to be one. It's going to be a complete different game to obviously what we saw in the cup game. You know, with Palace are a weird team. Like you don't know, because if Eze turns up, and I think they start as Edouard and Ayew up top, and you know
I'm gonna bring it on actually. I'm just quickly. Sorry. I'm gonna bring up the actual lineup because I want to see who played for them and who was missing out of that lineup.
Yeah, they're missing quite a few players.
The two centre backs in play.
6 or 7 players.
I think they had Henderson in goal.
Richards
He went
is a
off.
youngster.
Yeah.
They had Richards is a youngster centre back. He's young. He was playing for the academy last year. The other centre back Holding, he doesn't start. They don't play Holding.
Yeah.
I don't think the core started either.
He's gone.
They had Mateta, he doesn't start. They had another guy in midfield. They had like 5 players, 6 players that doesn't start for their team. And including, they don't have Olise. They lost Zaha. They never replaced him. This is a weak Palace side.
You know what?
I'll be honest with you. Me as a rival, I don't rate Ten Hag. I don't rate him.
And I can see why. I can see why. You know, there's various reasons. Obviously, A, you're a hater, and B, obviously, he's not lived up to his expectations. And I get that, bro. I mean, I understand the lemon side of you. You know, the standard.
I'll not listen. I used to look up to him at Ajax, saying that he's probably the replacement for Pep. But when I look at him now, second season already, this guy was struggling against Nottingham Forest at the beginning. Yeah. And then Wolves run riot on him, and he was lucky to get a win because he should have been a penalty in 2-2. He goes to
100. Yeah, that should have been a penalty. Yeah, I agree with that.
His players
You thought I was going to say that's not a penalty. Bro, I'm not a Man City fan, bro. I'm wearing the red side of the Manchester, bro. I'm not. You know what you need to understand from me, bro. It's like I'll say how it is. Yeah, that penalty should have been given at Wolves. 100%. I grant that. We've not looked convincing this season. I said that to a couple of my boys who I know from here already. We've not looked convincing at all. You know, I personally, this is my personal. You're going to probably be shocked by this, right? If he underperforms, he'll be gone by Christmas. That's my personal take.
I don't think so. I think the fans back him. The fans have lowered their standards at United so much. Like you are saying the same, which is your expectation is different. You go to United fan is like, yo, we must back him. We have to give. And I'm thinking, this guy, Ange has just come in from playing teams like Kilmarnock, Dundee, and all this guy like Falkirk, came into a new league. Style of play is different. De Zerbi came in, took over to Graham Potter, 2-3 games, completely different game. Start. This guy's been here for 2 years. 2 years, no start. No, this is a guy who came from Ajax. No
you mean this is second season? Yeah. So he's like literally he's been a year and a bit. Yeah.
And there's no style of play.
There isn't. And I agree, there isn't. The thing is, you know what? Me personally, and I you know, even though you're a rival, I agree with you, bro. He doesn't have his best starting 11. He doesn't know his first 11 is. He doesn't.
And you know the thing that's concerning me. I tell you one thing about him, like the character he has. Like, I'm sorry to say this. I went against him when I saw him losing.
You're not sorry, bro, but carry on.
And he's a very clever man. I know he's a clever man. This guy. He threw his player under the bus to try and divert that.
Which player was that?
And
which player did you?
Sancho issue.
He dashed the Sancho onto the bus. Listen, bro, what you need to understand, realize is this, right? You're paid 350,000 a week. Any of the panel right here, right now, right? I know I'm the only United fan on here. Has Sancho lived up to his expectations when we signed him?
No.
Has he?
No.
He hasn't. We spent like 70 million on the guy, right? And the fact of the matter is, right, all Ten Hag said in that interview was, you know what, he's not done well in training. He didn't slag him off. He was just stating facts, bro. Southgate's done that. Southgate's done that for England. Why do you think he never gets picked for England, bro? Southgate says the same thing. He turns up late for thinking. That's not dashing man them under the bus. The fact, the statement fact. Now the thing is, right, you're going to be bitter and lemons about it and say,
in front of the media. You don't do. That's
okay. What did he say wrong? What did he say wrong about Sancho? Tell me one thing he said wrong.
He said the guy's not been training well.
What's wrong with that?
That's wrong completely.
Why is that wrong?
He knows. Listen, this is why he knows what he's doing. Yeah, he's lost a game. Is to divert the. As soon as he said it, I looked at the social media. People are calling Sancho out. This guy has to leave the club. I knew it. And I was thinking, yo.
But I wanted to go last year. This is not news to me, bro.
I'll tell you why. I've seen Pep fighting Cancelo. He's asked what's happening with you, Cancelo. I see Klopp, Mamadou Sakho issue. Sturridge, Klein keeps you quiet. You keep whatever the issue you have under the rug. People outside don't need to know. You just need to say
okay. On that concept I agree, but however,
for himself.
I'll ask you again, brother. What did he say wrong that was so bad? The fact that Sancho had to retaliate. What was wrong?
He doesn't need to say that to the media to say about he's not training well.
But he's been shit for us. It's facts.
You don't say that to the media. Do you believe if I called you out at work and in front of your
colleagues, are you, brother? You're signing up because he's one of your old boys. And like literally, I think that's what it sounded like. He's one of your old boys, and like the fact that he didn't want to play for Klopp. This is why Guardiola got rid of him in the first place, because of his attitude. Am I right or wrong in saying that, bro?
He got rid of who?
Sancho.
No, Sancho.
You do know he used to be your old player, right? You do know that, right?
To leave.
Okay.
He went for free,
No. Yeah, he went for free. The fact being is like, you know, with
for 8 million, he wanted to leave. He didn't want to sign a contract.
Yeah, he wanted because you know his brother Guardiola didn't want him, brother. His attitude, he turned up for late for training. He's doing the same. Bruv, Southgate for England said the same thing. Klopp, sorry, not Klopp, beg your pardon. Guardiola, same reason why he got rid of him, and now he's starting to do it again, bro. This guy has not lived up to his expectation. I'll be honest with you. I feel bad for him. I'm not saying I don't. Of course, I want him in the team. However, I wanted him gone last season, and if he still stays and fights for his place, fine, alhamdulillah, why not? But at the same time, work for it, bro. Look at Palestri. Look at Hannibal. Look at all these young, hungry players that are willing to die for this shirt, for this badge, for this club, right?
I understand that's key, but it's about ethics. I believe on ethics here. I believe on something. If it's between you and your team, don't share it out. If there's no benefit, well, ask yourself.
Why do you care, bro? You're a City fan, bro. Like I don't understand. Why does this bother you, bro? Is he one of your old boys? Go on.
Was there any benefit of him saying that to the media?
Probably not. No, I agree.
There you are. Did that cause harm when he said that? Yes.
To whom?
No. So
to whom?
He said Sancho about Sancho. Did that cause
harm to whom, though, bro? Harm to who?
To your club, to your Sancho, to the morale of the players. If I'm Sancho's friend, like Rashford, I'm thinking, yo, this guy is throwing guys on the bus. He could do the same to me. That's why. Look, these guys are human. They're friends. That's what I'm telling you now. These guys.
Is that why he's playing? Is that why Rashford's playing under par because his mandem got dashed under the bus? Is that what he's saying?
I just think that it shows you as a quality as a person. I would want my manager, whatever I'm going through, speak to me privately, deal with it privately. Don't.
No, I'm not disputing that, bro. I'm not disputing that. But the fact being is, by you saying we've been shit because Sancho's not been playing, that's rubbish. That's rubbish.
I'm just
gonna.
It's a style of play that's not good. Yeah, there's issues I understand about your thing.
I'm not disagreeing with you here, brother. Are you thinking like basically I disagree with you and then we go at it? I'm not disagreeing with you, bro.
That's what I wanted to say. Style of play we've agreed. I'm talking about the Sancho issue, which we disagreed a bit. Is I believe, bro, that's the time he needed the player. When you're going through shit, this is when I'll give you an example. Pep, we were going through shit in January, man. Southampton lost, Tottenham lost, we're behind 115 charges. What did Pep do? Straight away. They asked him Cancelo issue because we're not talking about that. What's happened to Cancelo? No. He's playing for Bayern Munich. We're not talking about. There's an issue. He denied it. He refused. Pep said he united the club. He said, "Yo, we have to be here together." And guess what? The reason why we won that treble, Pep united us through the difficulty together. And you know what? We won something. So when you had an issue going on in the club like that, that's when you need Sancho. You just say, "Yo, I need to speak to you privately. You're not doing what you need to do. You need to read." And even now, I tell you why, bro. I know he's made a mistake. He was asked again today and the day before. He said, "No, I can't talk about it," because he knows he regrets what he said. It's called the
Probably, yeah, but my point is this: with Sancho not being in the team, ain't gonna improve us, bro. We've not been convincing this season with or without him. That's my point.
You know,
Sancho has not lived up to his expectations since we signed him. So by him being in the team or not, ain't gonna benefit us. That's my point.
you know what, lads? Listen. Let me just say, because we all right. This topic, where
I love
crazy.
Sorry, bro. I apologize. We just got
It's still gonna
No,
Just got
I
carried
love
away.
the United, man. This is the hate, guys. Sorry, man.
no. I got love for you, bro. I just hate your club.
No, but listen. Let me just Matt, did you still? Sorry, you wanted to say something about the game just before I move on to the.
No. I was just saying with Palace, they're that type of team where, and I think with United, the home games are a bit weird. I'm sure Z will agree. I think, with United, the longer the game goes on, you get to halftime 0-0. I'm sure it's a bit like, oh, what's going to happen here? Like United are that type of team. You kind of think if they get an early goal, you think like confidence will build. Rashford will get his goal as he does or whatever. But I think it'll be a very tricky game. I don't think it's like a lot of people think it's going to be a 3-4-0. I think it's going to be tight,
Nah,
and I think with the defenders that
I agree.
the defenders that United have got out, as much as we can talk about Ayew and Edouard, they're gonna cause problems, like 100%. And I won't be surprised if Crystal Palace give them a scare. I think United will win, but I think it'll be like a narrow 2-1 or something like that.
I agree. I agree. I don't think we're gonna smash them. No, I agree, bro. 100%. I'm not taking anything for granted. I never do anyway. I mean, like, but the thing is, I don't know. I'm sure you brothers have noticed is like when we concede, heads drop.
Yeah,
If we get the first goal, then we can build on that. However, it's not gonna. I personally think. I know we don't. I don't know if we're doing the score predictions right now or whatever, but I don't think it's going to be a smashing. It's not going to be a rapid. It's not going to be like a cricket score or what Newcastle did to Sheffield United. No, it's not going to be like that.
Nah, fair enough. Next game we're gonna move on to is the Arsenal game. Listen, I've heard so much stuff. I've heard injury. Look at Matt, man. You know when Matt goes, he sits back up. He's like, all right, then, man. Let's get into it, bro. I've heard so many different things. I've heard Saka injury. I've heard Declan Rice injury. I've heard Saliba injury. Apparently, it's a foot injury. Now I'm hearing that they've all travelled with the squad. I don't know what's going on. I do not know what's going on. This stinks of last year when we were meant to play at Emirates against Man City. And you know how they put a picture out of Thomas Partey walking around with
I got gas.
Bro, that was the biggest pop. You know, I was in a car, yeah. I was in a car with a thing, yeah, and I was like, yeah. I was going crazy in the car, just moving around, bro, jumping, bro. And then I got to the game, yeah, and I watched it. I was just sitting like this. Why is Partey not in the starting lineup? I had a pouch, man, looked like he was ready, bro. He had his game face on. I was pissed off. I can't lie, but listen, I'm gonna go to Matt first because I feel like this is gonna be an interesting game, but I'll go last to give you that fully.
Do you know what? I'm gonna be honest. Like I think we should batter them. And that's I'm not doing the whole Arsenal list. Like it's Bournemouth. Like, I don't care if Rice is not there. I don't care if Saka's not there. It's Bournemouth, bro. Away, home. I'm telling you, Bournemouth, Luton, Sheffield United, all that home and away. You can't lose to them. Last season when we went there, we won 3-0 comfortably. And if you want to win the league, you've got to win these games. Like for me, I'm looking at it like, if you don't win this, don't even bother with the City game next week. You know what I'm trying to say? I think we've got Lens on Tuesday. So I do want to see. I want to see Arteta do like a proper rotated squad sometimes, like mix it up. Like we spoke Saad before about Tomiyasu centre back. Maybe do something like that. You know what I mean? I know Vieira's out. Start ESR. I want to see something different, and then go into Europe, rotate again, and come the City game. So you'll have Trossard, Martinelli, whoever back fit. But listen, I'm expecting an easy win, genuinely. Like, if I watch this game and I see an early Bournemouth goal, I'm going to kick off. Genuinely. So I'm thinking, honestly, I'm thinking 3-0 again, like last season. 3-0, 4-0.
I don't see an easy game for you.
Yeah.
I do.
To be honest with you,
Yeah.
I don't see it as an easy 3-0 win. You're not playing well.
Yeah, but even with us not playing well, I just look at, and this is not disrespecting Bournemouth at all. That I'm looking at Arsenal. If you want to go and win the league, you talk about we're improving this and that. Go and do it.
I hear that, but you're not
Yeah.
playing well enough to say you're going to go there and win 3-0. I
I
can
think
say
we will.
I can see you winning like 1-0 or 2-0 because away from home, you lot
think
have been
more than
good.
one. I think,
But
do you know what? I'm more comfortable away from home than Emirates nowadays.
Exactly, but that's what I'm saying.
That's kind of
But
scary, you know.
You still, but what I'm saying is you haven't played well this season. You played well against PSV, who came out and attacked you. That's the only game realistically you played well in.
Yeah, but even saying that, though, you look at the Tottenham game. All right, cool. We drew 2-2. We missed, or not missed. We created a lot of chances, didn't finish them, whatever. This is the type of game. Scans, I'm kind of with you, but it's one of them games. You know how you score an early goal against these teams.
Yeah, I hear that you're saying that, but it's not the Bournemouth that you're thinking of. You're thinking of Bournemouth last year. Bournemouth are a decent. They're a decent team. They're a lot better than they were last year.
I look at that back.
It's not going to be an easy game.
Four, like Metham and all them, man. There, I think Solanke's out. So I hear anyway.
Yeah, but they haven't. It's not like they've been like hit for 4s and 5s this season. So
it's going to happen. They're getting it tomorrow. You know them ones. 4. Scans, I know you're coming from me, that eye emoji, but I need to stay away from
I'm just saying it's not going to be an easy game. I think you'll win, don't get me wrong, because like I said, this season, away from home, you lot have controlled games. You played really well. So, yeah. Everton, Palace away, you played really well. But I just don't think it's going to be I don't think it's going to be an easy game. I can't, like you said, unless you score an early goal, then maybe, but I can't see it being like a 3 or 4-0. I can see it a 2-1 or something like that.
Is Saka going to be fit?
Apparently he's travelled with the squad. We got told that he was injured, and then now they've said that he's travelled with the squad as a player.
But he hasn't trained all week, has he?
Is Trossard?
I don't know. You know, he hasn't. No, he hasn't.
He trained today.
You've got,
didn't it?
So who's your front? So let's presume Saka's fit.
Yeah.
What's the front three?
It will probably be
Saka. I think he starts Nelson. I think Nelson.
Reece Nelson on the left. He will get a start. After that game, Reece Nelson's definitely getting a start.
Yeah, got to start him. Definitely.
I think it's going to be like. I think you'll win, but it's going to be like the Palace game. Do you know what I mean? Where you'll control most of it. It'll be the flashiest game or anything like that. It'll be like a controlled bit like that. But like I said, I do agree. You haven't played. You played well in patches this season, but it's not been as it has been before. And I do worry that that he might rush Saka back.
Yeah.
These rumors about an Achilles issue as well. If you watch NBA and stuff like that, when they say an NBA player's got an Achilles issue, it's a ticking time bomb itself, essentially. Yeah, I think you'll win, but I think it'll be like a scrappy like the Palace one, really, like that. You'll control it, but it won't be the best game to watch, which won't matter really because you'll get the 3 points. So
yeah,
so it'll be like that.
Nah, 100%, man. I'm just obviously in regards to Arsenal. Listen, I expect to win. I expect us to win. I expect us to go there, given the form that we're in away from home, where we go to away stadiums away, and we manage to put out this performance, which we can't even muster at home.
Have you got your players back?
We don't know. We don't know at the moment. We don't know because they're in the squad that's traveling, but obviously they in the morning the presser that Mikel Arteta put out, they asked him have they been training yet. He said no, not yet. We will see today. So if they have, they're literally working on one training session. I would not risk them at all.
No way.
Just go with whatever you want to play. I don't know if you're gonna put Jesus on the left is not something that works now. Jesus on the right is something I saw at City and that worked. So why not try Jesus on the right, Reece Nelson on the left? You have to play Nketiah, then fine. If not, actually, you know what? Try Havertz up top, man. Try him. Just try it. You never know, man. You never know.
If he
Listen,
starts up top,
the
he's
best-
scoring. He's scoring.
the two best. You know, Matt is confident today. But he's just coming with
I
the
remember
positive energy,
saying
bro.
that for 3 years. That's what I remember saying when he
No,
started
but-
up. He was, let's go.
No,
But you're not buying Leverkusen, bro. You're Arsenal.
No, but the two performances which I saw him play up top were probably some of his best performances for Arsenal so far. Not necessarily in regards to him scoring goals or anything, but just the way he was passing the ball around. He was in the box. He looked a bit more fluid. Now, when he plays in his midfield position, this guy looks like he's hiding behind referees. He's trying to disappear in games. You know what I mean? So when he plays in the midfield, I feel like we're playing with a three midfielders, which obviously you normally play with three midfielders, but I'm including Zinchenko coming in from the left.
Can I just ask you, brothers, the Arsenal fans, do you still stick with Raya and goal or get Ramsdale back in?
I think you stick with Raya for this.
Raya, you can't not stick with Raya. I'm sorry, he's just.
Can I ask why? What
so comfortable?
Has Ramsdale done something wrong? Why has he suddenly been dropped? I mean, like, he's a top keeper himself, man.
Matt, I don't know if you want to go first.
This Ramsdale thing, you know, I'm always shouting out this Ramsdale. You know what? We said it in the podcast before. They're not that far from each other in terms of ability. You know, Raya's not world class. You know, some fans will have you think, oh, he's the best thing because of his stats last season, whatever. But I think, yeah, he's a good keeper. I think he does little things slightly better than Ramsdale. Ramsdale's still a great shot stopper. We saw again.
Oh yeah, 100.
Make some quality saves. But what I would personally is put Raya in this one and see how he plays. Because I think Ramsdale used to play for Bournemouth, innit? I don't want to see no caught up in emotion stuff. Like, just get the win, get out of there. And then I'll maybe play Ramsdale against Lens on Tuesday. Let him get that game. And then then it's a decision to make against City. I think for me personally against City, I'd probably stick with Raya again. Because I think until Raya does something wrong, I don't think Ramsdale will.
Do you know what? Do you know that Raya save against Tottenham? That reminded me of that David Seaman save off the line. Do you remember that, lads?
That was quality.
That
save.
That was what a save.
Raya's listen. Let's end this. Right, Raya's your number one goalkeeper. None of this Ramsdale in midweek against Champions League. It's not happening. Okay, it's Raya. Raya's the number one now. Everyone just has to get used to that. Even Arsenal fans, don't do this. It's good competition. You don't have competition for number one goalkeepers. It doesn't happen. If you have two great quarterbacks, you have one great quarterback and one that can stand in for maybe a game or something. Do you know what I mean? That's what goalkeepers have. Raya's at number one now. It's as simple as that. Unless there's an injury or the League Cup games, Ramsdale's not playing.
But do you think Ramsdale's going to? Yeah, sorry, go on. No, I was going to say, do you like in regards to Ramsdale? I mean, like you mentioned, brother, he's a brilliant shot stopper. I've always said that. I mean, I know this is totally off the record, right? But I'm going to stick in the goalkeeping department. For me personally, the best goalkeeper in the Premier League the last few years has been Alisson. And I hate to say that, but it's a fact. Alisson's been the best goalkeeper. However, regarding in terms of Alisson level, I mean, obviously the other keepers below, Ramsey is a brilliant shot stopper. But I think to myself, like, when you bought Raya in, I thought to myself, he's a good goalkeeper. All right, he's not world class, but he's brilliant, right? He's good. You're not going to come to Arsenal play second fiddle. No way. That's not happening, right? So I think to myself, like, where does this leave Ramsdale? He's going to think, no, I'm a decent shot stopper. Am I going to play second fiddle? No, but do you think there's a chance of, like, if it stays the way it is? Because obviously what's going to happen in next year, you're going to end up buying Raya. So does that mean Ramsdale's gone?
I think so.
You know,
I think is it next year Euros? Is next year Euros?
He's got in January.
Yeah. So I think it's
January.
I think it's one of them ones where, like Scan say, if it's not January, it'll be let me just play around you because Euros is there. He's battling Jordan Pickford. I think he's better than Pickford.
100.
They have certain traits that are the same that really annoy me. But yeah, no, I do feel like maybe in the summer he'll go. And listen, he'll go to another club, and I'm sure Mr. at the top, maybe Chelsea, maybe Chelsea buy him. But he's a good keeper, and I do want to see him do well. And I just think, yeah, you could tell the moment Arsenal signed Raya, we all saw it when the family come in, it was a wrap. That was it. Raya was number 1.
100%, 100%.
As soon as Mikel Arteta said "Hola, cómo estás?"
Yeah.
And they gave him an Arsenal shirt that said "Granddad." I was like, yeah.
Can I just say
It's over for Rams though. It's
one
It's
last
a long
thing
day.
though. I've said it before. We're talking about Alisson. That's my only concern with the whole Arsenal thing. I want to see, like, if you want to go to the top, you need a world-class goalkeeper. Like,
And you know what? Even though I'm saying this, listen, I said this many times. Sorry to interrupt, my brother.
Yeah.
I'm a football fan first, then I'm a United fan.
Yeah.
I give credit where it's due, brother. You know, even though obviously there's that rivalry between Liverpool and Man United, and obviously my brother Hamza's gone quiet now. What you Alisson's one of the best. He's the best goalkeeper in the Premier League right now,
100%.
and he has been for the last few years. 100%.
And if you
100%.
watch him, the most important thing for me with a goalkeeper is when they've had a quiet game and the opposition have a chance and they make that save that changes the game. Alisson,
100.
Week in, week out, he does it. Ederson,
Brilliant keeper. Brilliant.
You know what I mean?
The reason why Alisson at the moment, I put him because I feel like him and Courtois are very close. But the reason why Alisson is the best goalkeeper in the world for me is that his decision making is elite. He knows exactly when to come in or come forward for a ball when a player's on a one-on-one. He saves them one-on-one. Let's face it, I think Alisson probably saves them 15 points a season. 15, 18 points a season.
The only reason
The
only reason last year they finished 5th.
Yeah.
The only reason.
That's a fact.
I don't care how many goals.
That's a
I don't
fact.
care how many goals he kick. I don't care how many goals he scored. He scored a lot.
Mm.
He's the only
But
reason they were
even-
even in contention for a top 4 place was because of Alisson for like 3/4 of that season. It's the only. It's
But
the
I
only
feel like
reason
for a
it was
lot of
him.
time though. But you know what?
Yeah.
Andy, just for a lot of time, I felt like it was Alisson and Salah that were for the time that they were going through this whole restructure thing. I think it was Alisson and Salah, the ones that were really trying to pull the weight. Diaz as well. I can't really sit there and say anything bad about Diaz because he actually, when he came back from the injury, I think he was injured for most of last season. So
Yeah.
when he came back, he was literally trying to get in positions or try and do stuff to help games. He scored goals and that. But for me, Alisson and Mo Salah were probably the 2 most important players in that Liverpool team because of what they offered.
I don't
besides the side.
disagree with you, Salah. I just think if you, because I think Salah, because remember he tried wide at the start of last season. It was like he wasn't really much in. But I'm just talking about those points where Salah didn't have a good game, but those draws, especially that Liverpool had, those are all down to Alisson, bro. I mean, he is so
100%. I agree.
He's unbelievable. That's what he is.
He's a brilliant goalkeeper. Brilliant.
I can't lie. Whenever I think Alisson, that save, I remember Arsenal save. I think was it Odegaard when he thought he had it, and then I think he had him on the floor. Bang!
Bro,
you
can
he's
just look.
just phenomenal.
You can just look to that when they're 1-0 down to 10 minutes in the first half, and he saves it and he pushes it onto the bar or the post or something like that. They would if they'd gone 2-0 down then, it's game over.
Yeah, fact.
It's literally game over then because they're already down 1-0 and down to 10 minutes. And that's what I'm talking about.
See, have you noticed the Liverpool boys are quiet because they're agreeing with us? They think like, yeah, they're right. They're right. That's why we're sitting there quiet.
It's a fact.
I'm fine with that.
That's why they're sitting there quiet. They think like, you know what? They're
I
right.
can't lie. As long as they don't mention that number 8, because I've been hearing about that number 8 all week. Please,
Don't have to mention him either, man.
Listen, that
Sloboslai,
is that how you say his name?
Yeah, you said it right.
Yeah.
Listen, baller, man. Baller.
Bro, he's a baller. But listen, once we get to that game, because that game is coming up. That game is coming up. We're gonna move on. We're gonna do
Sure.
Chelsea game. Then we got the Liverpool game. Listen, I want to talk. Andy, mate, let me know, man. Let me know what's because I've heard Chelsea fans come out and say look what he done on the weekday. He played players in the right positions, all of this. What team is he gonna play? So, what are your thoughts on the game against Fulham? It's a West London derby. You always know they get riled up for that one. So, what's your thoughts?
Well, first of all, I'm so glad we've got a winner of the Golden Month competition for September. So I'm just happy about that.
Hey.
Just happy about it. So that was, phew, it was just like that. Yeah, he's been forced into it though. He's going to be forced into changes because Chilwell's out now with a hamstring injury. Gusto is suspended, and so is Nicholas Jackson. So he's going to be forced to make changes. I still think I will see Colwell at left back though. For some reason, I think I will still see him at left back. The thing is about who does he go with up front, because I don't think he's played Broha the last 2 games, but he's only played 22 minutes and 11 minutes. So I don't think if he does play, he won't last the full 90. So I don't know. I'm going to be very. Listen, I will take the worst game I've ever seen in my life and take a 1-0 win right now. That's the desperation right now. The next 2 games before we international breaks, Fulham and Burnley away. Just take that. Don't care how he performs. Just get the victories and get it done and get it over and done with. You're right. West derbies, whatever, however you think of them, however you rank them. Form goes out the window sometimes, or most times with this. I think it'll be a 1-1 draw. I think both sides aren't prolific. Both sides don't concede a lot. If I'm really thinking about it, it's not going to be the prettiest game. Never is. But yeah, he'll be forced to make those changes on. The funny thing is, I don't know who's going to play right back. Because both our right backs are out.
I think. Can he play right back?
Axel?
I don't know. I don't know. I think I'd play Caicedo right back.
You know what? That's a shout. That's actually a shout.
Did it for Brighton. He dropped Martinelli, didn't he, at your place?
He popped us. He
assaulted Martinelli a few times.
No.
It's not the same Caicedo though.
I play Ugo Chukwu, who was very lucky to stay on the pitch on Wednesday. We were so lucky VAR was not on that pitch. People complaining about Nicholas Jackson's second goal shouldn't have been offside. I just like to remind people Ugo Chukwu shouldn't have been on the pitch before we even scored our first one. You got to measure it all up, but listen, it's about just getting the points at this point. We need as many points as possible just to get the ball rolling, essentially. And
do you still believe Poch is the right man for the job?
I don't know, because he's completely gone against what he did in pre-season. So he's completely flipped the script. So I have no idea, because if you go from pre-season to now, it's completely. He's the league is epitome of pre-season not mattering at all. Because what we've done in pre-season doesn't even matter.
But that could be down to your injuries, because you got fair amount of injuries yourself.
No, I'm not. Sad knows I've never used the injuries as an excuse, because he's had the players to play in those positions. So why is he playing a centre back when we've got 3 left backs? Why is he playing a left back? Why is he playing a left back at left wing when we got wingers who can play there? Yeah.
So playing players out of position. You mean?
Yeah, we got. You see Enzo at a 10 when he got you can play Palmer who can play there, you can play Matson who can play there. Doesn't make any sense whatsoever.
Did you see I can't use that centre back position. He looked like he was in a more natural position for him. Because even
because he's not a Vardiol, he's not an Ake. He's never played left back in his professional career. I was in space last week. And so I asked someone, when's he played left back? And they said, oh, maybe in youth football. I mean, what And that's your defence. Maybe he's playing youth football. I don't care. He's not playing it now. He's not a Vardy. He's not an Ake who can do that. He's not even Dan Burn, who's played there for like a season for Newcastle. Do you know what I mean? He hasn't got the way he's built. He's not built to play that. And he has played left back. If anyone says he hasn't played left back, he's got chalk on his boots this season. But he's not going to be able to overlap. When you've got a winger who likes to invert, you need an overlapping left back to support. And it's not there. And listen, he's going to live by his own sword, or he's going to raise the sword. He's going to die on it. So it's just one of those. But
Andy, this it's crazy, bro. It's crazy because the thing is, I know you're not using like injuries, and I respect you for that because you never use injuries as from all the streams that I've been with you. Anytime I see you in a space or anything, you never use injuries as an excuse. But I'm just looking at the injury record, and it's actually nuts. Like how many players they got. Let me just name you. Obviously, the three are suspended: Gusto, Jackson, and Malang Sarr. Yeah, they're suspended. Let me just tell you who's injured. Yeah, you got Wesley Fofana, Trevor Chalobah, Romeo Lavia, Reece James, Madueke, Bettinelli. I don't even know who that is, but Bettinelli.
He's a third choice goalie.
He's a goalkeeper, I believe.
Nkunku, Chukwuemeka, Badiashile, Ben Chilwell now added to it. That's a lot of names. Bro. That's just injuries. And they've got suspended players on top. I definitely feel like right now it's crazy like that you bought all the players, but literally they've all just gone down with injuries. It's crazy, man. It's crazy.
Right, but I said what I just said before though. He still had players to play in those positions. Before Chilwell got injured, he still had 3 left backs who could play back. Like I said, he had wingers who could play wingers instead of Chilwell at left back, and he hasn't played last weekend, so no problem. He brought Cole Palmer in. He could have played Maatsen at 10, but chose to play Enzo higher up. Yeah, so that's without the injury. So the choice is he's not had his hands behind his back, or he's been brought like he's down to the bare bones. Like he was in a first division side or something like that. Your injuries, Arsenal's injuries, in terms of the players out, that I don't know if your squad can replace them, right? In terms of you might struggle to, right? Ours, there's been actual players there, all right. So it's just not an excuse to me when you've got the players there who can play there. And then everyone goes, "Oh, but they're not experienced enough." It's like, well, how do they get experience without playing? Do you know what I mean? You don't get experience without playing. And it's just one of those things. And it's just, listen, Wednesday night was, it was a scrappy game. Brad was kicking lumps out of people at right back. Then he went to left back. And then, Gallagher came on. He finished playing at right back. That's so much. It was ridiculous on that day. But listen, West London derbies aren't the best derbies at all, playing wise. Even when we were at our very best, the games just stunk like that because they just did. Even with our best teams, they're just not that good. So I'm going with a 1-1 for that game. Let's move on to
just a quick one with Chelsea before we move on. I think with me, they spend all that money, and I look at the squad sometimes. I know injuries, whatever. And I think, oh my God, like you sometimes you look and think, like, where is it really gone? Like, I know players are injured, and you should still have won, obviously, certain games. Like, I think you guys amongst certain teams had an easier type of fixture list, you know what I mean? And the fact that you got the points you have, and I was literally just looking at your fixtures now, come 21st of October to 18th of December, you guys, so I'll just name it quickly. You've got Arsenal, Brentford. Then you've got Tottenham, Man City, Newcastle, Brighton, Man United, Everton away. Listen, if you don't win this Fulham game and you hit that run, honestly, you could be bad come January, honestly.
Oh, no, I understand that. I understand that. That's why it was like so important to start well this season because of the fixtures coming up. That was the whole point. And everyone can go about, you created the most chances, or you got the big XG. Do you know what I mean? I put the ball in the back of the net. That's all I care about. And it's just, I can understand, like I said, if the injuries were so key, who was out, and I can also understand if like my point of view is if Nkuku, if you solely based your system on Nkuku, one player, then I don't think that sends out a good message about you as a coach. System is based around one player who is very new, who is brand new to the Premier League as well. Yeah, it's brand new, and now he's injured, and people are already piling the pressure on him to be a saviour come January and February when he's back, like that. So listen, he's got a lot of work to do still.
Definitely.
No, I completely agree, man. And listen, we're finally here. We're finally here because we're gonna move on to the Premier game. The Premier game, yeah. This is the biggest game so far of this weekend. Which is
Come on, Tottenham.
What? Hold on.
Whoa.
Bro, can a man not sneeze?
Wait,
can a man not sneeze?
Hold on a minute.
Did I hear
Can a man not sneeze?
Bro, I'm surprised that's coming from an Arsenal fan, bro. That's coming from like a player like me, bro.
Listen. Those that know me for real,
That's blasphemy.
you know I will never ever want that to happen. And I'll hope I hope Liverpool go there and smoke these man. Because bro, after that draw, the way people have been talking and DMing me, yeah. Oh mate, it's killing me. So please, Liverpool, do your thing.
But I'll be honest with you guys before I let the Liverpool fans go, because listen, bro, I hope you guys smack these guys, bro. I'll be real with you, bro. Yeah, we took the piss. We came out there and played like pussies. But bro, when I tell you that Liverpool are not gonna do this, bro, they're not gonna come out there and play like pussies. Yeah. I'm telling you right now, they're gonna go out there, they're gonna play attacking football, and you lot are gonna sting them. But listen, I'm gonna let you guys go. I don't know who wants to start. Let me know if you guys.
Whoever
wants. There you go, Dubs. I'll go after you, man.
But
I'm looking forward to the game. I think we've actually played well away against Spurs, really, over the last few years, to be honest with you. My only concern, I think I was mentioning to some of you guys yesterday, was just Spurs was playing with a lot of confidence against Arsenal that I've not seen for quite some time. But then, was that Arsenal on a good day? We don't know. I still feel that my team's strong enough to get the 3 points at Spurs tomorrow. So I'm looking forward to the game. I am looking forward to it. So, you know, I'm hearing that there's a few injuries at Spurs, but I don't know if that's true. So I'm hearing Maddison's injured, but I'm not sure. Does anyone know?
I think they said he had the knock, but he said himself that he should be all right. So
yeah, he's saying it, yeah.
He should be okay for that game, to be honest. Apparently.
Well, you know what? Obviously, I want Spurs to win, obviously, for obvious reasons. I think you're rapping, bro.
Yeah.
Come on, you Spurs.
I really hope they do.
I don't think it's going to be an easy game, to be honest with you. Though I think it's going to be a tight game. I think it's going to be high.
I think there'll be goals, though, innit? Both teams will score.
I want Liverpool to win, but I think it's going to be a draw. I think it's going to be a 2-2 draw.
Okay.
Obviously, at the moment, you would say they probably got a better, more balanced midfield than we have. Because obviously they've got Basuma, the old school Basuma, who's back to his best. They've got Maddison, and they've got Sarr in midfield. So they've got a solid unit. Don't get me wrong, our midfield's quality, but we haven't got that main DM lighthouse, as Klopp used to call it, with Flacco with his there. But then, to me, it's like he's moving away from it. I know a lot of Liverpool fans saying, "Oh, we need a DM, we need a DM," but Klopp seems to have moved away from that system now. He doesn't want a DM. He wants multiple functional midfielders, so all of them can do it. Well, you've seen Dominic; he's dropped into the 6. So's Jones. So's McAllister. There's like the 3 of them are shared between them. I think if we get the first goal, I think we can win the game. because Spurs, that means Spurs will have to come out and attack us,
Mm.
and that'll be the downfall. They do that because we'll just pick them off.
Yeah.
And then I don't know how. Like, to me, how do you prepare for Liverpool when it comes to strike force? Like, what three is going to play? Like, realistically, I think like Mo, Nunes, and Diaz can play. But then I would be mad if Gakpo or Jota slotted in there somehow. So if we don't know who they're going to play, then how Spurs are going to play? And then even if they're not playing well, you saw what he did at Newcastle, quickly change it out and get goals. So, yeah, I think if we score first, I think we'll win 2-1.
You know what, Scants, what's so lovely about it as well is that last season we could literally pick the first 11 easily. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now, I could even tell you the front three or the first three in the midfield is going to be. Like, we actually now have options, and that's one of the best things about it, because it always felt that the last few years that clubs were already set up because they're prepared. They already knew who's going to start the game. But now they can't really prepare because they don't know what they're looking for. They don't know if we're going to play with a false nine with Gakpo or we're going to play with Nunes being, you know, more of the striker that plays on the shoulder of defenders, or you know, if he wants to drop deep, be a target man or so. That's what's lovely now about having the depth that we have in quality.
Can I just say about Liverpool quickly as well? I feel, you guys remember as well, like, I think when you didn't sign Caicedo, I was a bit like, how are you not going to do it? But I've got to give credit where it's due, man. Like, you signed, obviously, you got McAllister done early, Zoboslai, who I saw him in flashes, thought he was good, but I never knew he was this good. Like, he's been absolutely phenomenal. And Gravenberch will come into it. And I just think, as I said before, up front, you've got the best attack in the league. And I think where you guys are better than us, you're going to be clinical. If you get a chance like Jesus had when he dispossessed Madison, you're going to score. That chance for Salah, it's a goal.
Yeah, it's a goal.
So, exactly. So, but I do agree, Scants, as well, that I do think we've got to give Spurs a bit more credit. Even though I said smoke, I'm gassing it up. But no, they've been all right. And I think if they do Son up top with Madison and Kulusevski, they are going to cause problems. They're going to have chances. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
I feel like Szoboszlai coming in as well. Yeah, he's the thing is, they finally replaced Gerrard after how many years?
Oh, not yet, not yet.
What I'm saying is that type of player.
I hear what you're saying.
I hear that.
Can grab a game by the scruff of the neck and can, you know what I mean, get through it. So I feel like they've definitely got that player there that has a possible potential to become that level. Listen, I'm not going to disrespect Gerrard because he's still a he's still an English great player, bro. One of the Premier League greats, bro, for what he was doing. Of course, obviously, we know that he didn't win a Premier League title, but listen, he still is a great man. So he is. My headphones just died midway through that. he's still like a great, bro. You know what I mean? And for them to change that, or for them to replace that player, it was always going to be a challenge. Same way we never replaced Vieira until now. We've literally got a Vieira replacement who is Declan Rice. So until then, we haven't replaced that. So for you to replace that player finally, I feel like, bro, listen, Szoboszlai are looking good already, man, and that's going to be the difference. Is not just
and it's not just him. It's not just him. It's just the whole function of the midfield. I mean, is it Tifo Football? They put out a video earlier today praising Curtis Jones. Do you know that? And to be honest, I believe he deserves his flowers. I think he's been outstanding since I think he came in against Leeds. I think it was against Leeds.
Chelsea 0-0.
Yeah.
Chelsea 0-0. When he started in that game, you could see the difference in him. He came back with a bit more belief in him, was useful with the ball, can retain it much more better. He's showing a bit more strength. Now, he's been literally probably one of our best midfielders since that towards the end of last season. And it's been a massive jump in performance from a lot of the players that we have right now. So adding in people like McAllister and Szoboszlai, they're adding legs to the midfield, which is what we didn't have for quite a while. Last season, it was knackered. It wasn't there. We were seeing other clubs just completely outrun us for ridiculous amounts of games, and you can see now we've turned it around. We haven't got teams literally outrunning us, or the energy levels is way better than ours. We're equal or even better now.
Yeah, sorry. I was off. Yeah, nah, listen, I completely agree. In the energy levels, it doesn't even look like you're missing the DM. You know how we said that, listen, without a DM, your team will just get ran through. That midfield won't be able to work together without a DM, because you always need that guy that, if they, let's say Szoboszlai and McAllister do have a day where they're not awake, or they're not there, they're not at it, that DM always the last line of defense before the actual defense. You know what I mean? He's there to try to stop them from passing through the midfield easily. So it doesn't look like you're missing that player, that DM in there. Obviously, Endo, let's face it, I don't think he's not good enough to play at a Premier League level, but he still showed some sort of performance against Leicester. I know it's only Leicester on that, but I think
he is. I think he just needs time. It's just
it's
that
gonna take time.
That DM position at Liverpool is just it's a weird one. It's a hard one, because when Fabinho's there, he didn't play for like 2-3 months until he got used to the system, and then once he's used to the system, he's fine. I don't think he's going to start like every game. I think it's going to be sort of like how James Milner is. It's like last 20 minutes, we're winning the game. I just want a sharp shot, just do the basics, protect the shadow of the back four, and go on. Because like obviously Leicester game, he wasn't first half, he wasn't that fantastic, but second half he looked up to speed. Yeah. And then what Klopp was saying in his presser as well is that now his family's there. His family's there. He's got a house now. He's happier. So Klopp, that's the first thing Klopp said. He's playing happy now. He's got his family there. So I think he's going to be a decent squad player. Like I said, we're playing Europa. Right, perfect place for him to play. Like give players a rest. You go play the Europa games.
You know what? I completely agree with you. Listen, we're just. I'm just gonna. We'll add a final part now. This video is long. It's gonna be a movie for the people to watch on a replay. But guys, obviously, for the people that are watching us live and the guys that are watching us on the replay, make sure you're smashing that like button. Make sure you're subscribing to the channel. All of my fellow panelists, all of my fellow panelists, this is in the description. All of their links for YouTube, social medias, all of it. It's gonna be in the description. So make sure to get down to the description after the video and go and subscribe to them, like their videos. Make sure to like my video as well and subscribe to my channel. And listen, we're just quickly gonna get into just the overall. I just want the quick predictions. We're just gonna go through the games, and then you guys just give me your quick predictions, and then we'll wrap up the video there. But I'm just gonna start off from what it's got here on FootMob, which is the first game is Aston Villa versus Brighton. I'm gonna start off by saying I think it's gonna be. I'm gonna say 2-1 to Brighton. But we'll go from my right. Well, that's technically my left, but right from me and right. We'll go to Matt Will.
I think 3-1 Villa. I think Villa are warming up nicely, man. Yeah, I think Villa warming up nicely. I think Brighton, you're going to get weird results from them being in Europe, and obviously they're at the Carabao now. But yeah, I think Villa will win that one. I think 3-1.
No, fair enough. Andy?
Mute.
He's on mute.
You're muted.
Sorry, rookie mistake. God damn it. These Brighton players are knackered already this season. I'm going to pick Villa to win 2-1 on the weekend, because I think he's mixed up the last few games of all the cup competitions, so I think he's going to do it again. So
Fair enough. Z?
Do you know what? It's always a pattern with Brighton. I mean, ever since they beat us, they've just been somewhat off it. I'm going for a draw, lads. I think it's gonna be a 1-1.
No, fair enough. Dubs, what's your thoughts?
Do you know, I was checking earlier, yeah? Villa in the last 4 games haven't lost. They've won all 4 games in the Premier against them. So I'm going 2-1 Villa.
Fair
They
enough.
actually have a good record against Brighton.
I didn't know that they didn't lose 4 games. I didn't know that they didn't lose their 4 games.
Yeah,
Lost one. But nah, fair enough. Stan, what's your prediction?
Yeah, it's 2-1 as well. 2-1 Villa.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2-1 Villa. They're pretty decent at home.
Yeah.
They've got a good record at home, so yeah, I'll go Villa.
Fair enough. Next game is Bournemouth versus Arsenal. I think it's going to be a. I'll start off. I think it's going to be a 2-0 to Arsenal. 2-0 to Arsenal.
I've got 3-0 with that one. I'll go 3-0.
Fair enough. Andy?
I'll go 1-0 Arsenal.
Fair enough. Zeke?
Do you know what? With Bournemouth, they got this habit of scoring close all the time. I believe they will score first. However, you mans will win 2-1.
Fair enough. Dobbs?
Yeah, I'm going 2-1 Arsenal.
2-1, yeah. And then,
Yeah, same score, 2-1.
Fair enough. Oh my fucking god. Everton versus Luton. That's the biggest mid-off ever. Oh my god, that's the stinkiest game I've ever seen. If there's a stinky fixture, it's that one, man. I'm telling you that now. I don't even know what 2-0 to Everton. These Luton guys stink. I can't lie.
I think Everton pop them. I think if Calvert-Lewin's fit, I think they're popping them. I think Luton are going down as the worst Premier League team of all time.
Yeah.
I just think they are atrocious.
What, ahead of Sunderland?
Not even Sunderland. Don't remember Derby got 11.
Derby,
Remember?
Yes.
Yeah, but if you think about it, where do you see Luton winning? Genuinely, where do you see them winning a game? I don't. So
I mean, I think even though it was controversial against the Wolves, but they played decent, man. I think they played all right against Wolves.
Yeah, but Wolves were also down to 10 men.
Yeah, exactly.
Fair point.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with that one. I'm gonna go. I think they'll get a consolation. I'll say 3-1 Everton.
3-1. Fair enough. Andy?
So Everton coming back-to-back wins for Everton. First time. I think they're gonna spank them 4-0.
Fair enough. Z Andy.
Okay, can I just ask? Listen, you know what? I'll be honest with you, lads. Yeah, before I moved to London, I was in Luton for like 4 years. So Luton's like my old stomping ground as well. So
sorry for you, man.
Is of course it is. Is it at the Kenya or is it at Goodison?
I think it's Goodison.
It's Goodison Park.
Yeah.
Goodison Park. Okay. Do you know what? I'll be the odd one out. I'm going for a Luton win, man. 1-0.
That's brave.
Stick a little £2, someone. Stick a little £2.
I'm going for 1-0 Luton win. The Hatters. Come on, your Hatters.
Fair enough. Dubs?
2-0 Everton.
2-0 Everton, same. Bears.
3-0 Everton.
Yeah, fair enough. The thing is, I think there's going to be some bigger scorelines in that one because I don't see them scoring. Even when they scored, I think they scored from a penalty, didn't they? That's the only problem.
Yeah, they did.
I think it's 2 penalties they had this season.
It's poor from them. Man.
Yeah, the first one I believe it was against Brighton, I believe, and
next game is Crystal Palace versus Man United at Old Trafford. I'm gonna go with. I think it's gonna be 2-1. I think it'll be a closer game than the one that they played in the week because there'll be more players. They're gonna come up against their defense, their proper defense, not Rob Holding and he's dog shit. Thank God that he left. Ya Rabbi. Alhamdulillah. He left my club, man. I don't have to see this guy no more. And other teams, innit? But other than that, I think it's gonna be 2-1 to Man United.
I think I'm going to say 3-1. I think it's one of them games will be close, and United do that thing where they get the them late 2 goals. They just finish the game, Bruno pen or something like that. So 3-1, I'll say.
Fair enough. Andy?
Yeah, I'm going to be the same. I think 3-1. I think I don't see any difference really. So 3-1 for me.
Fair enough. Z? Obviously, I think you said it already, but
Do you know what? Yeah, of course. You know what? I'll be honest with you guys. With us, it all depends on our back line, who plays at left back. Obviously, with Martinez being out injured as well, and with their players coming back, Eze and Eduardo, I think they're going to cause a bit of problem. However, I think we'll still win it. 3-2, man.
fair enough. 3-2, 3-2. Dubs.
I'm going 2-2. Yeah, man. Their
Yeesh.
defense, the United defense
Yeesh.
is. I just think they're gonna. I think Palace will get at them.
Nah, fair enough, man. Fair enough.
2-2.
Same scoreline.
Where's the love, bro?
I was going to go 2-2 as well because of their injuries at the back.
Yeah.
Amrabat's going to have to play left back, isn't he?
Left back.
Got
Yeah.
probably going to be Johnny Evans and Varane at the back.
Maguire.
Or
Maguire.
Yeah, so
I mean, we've got Varane back as well, but I think we've got Varane, Lindelof, and Maguire available.
But wouldn't Varane and Lindelof play at the back?
You know, I was saying to my two boys here last time, the big partnership at the back has always been Martinez and Lindelof. Martinez and Varane. Martinez seems out of place without Varane being there, and now that he's injured, it all, like I said, right, it all depends on who plays at the back. I mean, he's got choice between playing Varane, Lindelof, and Maguire. I think Maguire played decent against Palace in the Carabao Cup. He might still go with him. I think he's probably going to start with. I think what Scott said about Amrabat on the left. I think in the middle he'll probably go with Maguire and.
Is Evans injured?
Varane. No, he's playing. He's He's available.
I think Evans will start.
You reckon?
He played very, very well the game where he had to come on the substitute. He actually even got the assist for Bruno Fernandes, right?
Oh, that was cool. What? Burnley.
He started. He started the game, didn't he? He started.
I think he started.
He started. Yeah, he was in the starting lineup, man.
He had a great game, bro. That assist was brilliant as well.
No, but you know what is? I think with the Palace front, I don't know how they normally do Edouard and Ayew. I think they'll kind of put Maguire. I know he's not the best, but in terms of the physicality, they'll try and match him up against Edouard. But they're going to cause problems. They will.
Yeah, of course.
Burnley kind of work because Burnley are playing this new style now, isn't it? This new style of what they're trying. So.
Shall I tell you something, lads? You know what? It's not the defense that worries me. It's our goalkeeper, man.
Oh no.
That's what worries me. Because you know what? I stand by this, and I said this many times before. Onana's not a shot stopper. Maybe good at distribution, but that's about it. It all depends on who that back line will be. I think I agree with Scott. He definitely will be playing Amrabat on the left, and he's going to give him that free role to join up with the midfield. The centre back clearing. Who knows?
Yeah. No, fair enough. And the next game is Newcastle versus Burnley. It's at St James's Park. So, listen, it's not going to be an easy game for Burnley, I don't think, man. Just after them beating Sheffield United 8-0 and then beating Man City in the cup, I don't think it's going to be an easy game for Burnley to go. I think it might be. I'll say a 3-0 to Newcastle. I think they're going to win 3-0.
I'm gonna go mad. I think 5. You know,
really.
I just think Newcastle and St James's, and it depends because I think Isaac makes such a big difference for them in certain games. You know, I think I'm gonna go 5-0. Something crazy.
So Newcastle got PSG in midweek, I think, as well at the 2.
Ooh.
So.
Wednesday.
But he did rotate. Everyone goes about Man City rotating. He made 10 changes. He made 10 changes in midweek, did Eddie Howe. So I think 4-0. Because Burnley played far too. Burnley, for a promoted side, Burnley played far too open.
Yeah,
it's brave, but it's naive at the same time.
Definitely.
Fair enough. Z?
The Toonami, man. 4-0.
Fair enough. Dubs?
Yeah, I gotta go with the same as these guys. 4-0, man. They're buzzing after the game against City and win 8-0. Yeah, they're going to be on fire against Burnley.
Fair enough.
I think I might go for a low scoring because they got a lot of injuries. They got about 5-6 players possibly out. So I'm only going to go for 2-0. Isaac's meant to be injured. Wilson's meant to be carrying a knock. Barnes is out injured. I think 2 of their centre backs are carrying knock. So it all depends who plays.
Are they confirmed absentees though? Are they
That's what
confirmed?
House said today. He's got about 5-6 players
Right.
carrying knocks. So if you're playing Burnley at home and you've got PSG on Wednesday, you want them fit for Wednesday, don't you?
No, facts.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Next game is
definitely.
West Ham versus Sheffield. I'm going to start this off. I think this is going to be like a 3-0, 4-0. The Sheffield just listen after taking a beating like that. I don't think you can really come back with any confidence like that, man. They just don't. They don't look like the team that will come back with confidence after that defeat. 8-0 is crazy. Man, what do you think, man?
4-0 for me.
First.
4-0.
Andy?
That Newcastle game, that was 8 different scorers as well. It wasn't like someone got a hat trick.
Exactly.
8 different scorers.
I think that's never been done before either.
Yeah, I can't think of it. It's just a bit.
No.
I think West Ham are going to win. So much I put James Ward-Prowse in my team this week for FPL to get.
I'm going the other way, Andy. I'm being Bowen. I was weighing up the
Oh
two
yeah,
of them,
yeah,
you know?
that's a good one. Yeah, I'm gonna go 3-0 West Ham.
3-0 West Ham. Z?
I'm going for a 2-1 Hammers.
Fair enough. Dubs?
3-0 West Ham.
Right. And Scans?
Yeah, same scoreline, 3-0.
3-0, yeah. Next game is Wolves Man City. I think it's going to be a 3-0 win to Man
4-0
City.
for me. 4-0 for me.
Yeah, same 4-0.
When I was 8.
Do you know if Hamza was here, I would say a Wolves win, but just to rub it in a little bit. Obviously, for obvious reasons, I want Wolves to win. Same way, like I would want Spurs to win against Liverpool, but it's not going to happen. Yeah, Man City 4-0.
No, fair enough. Dubs, sorry.
It's alright. I'm going 5-1 City.
Right.
Yeah,
Fairs.
bruv, look, they just got knocked out the Carabao. Pep, trust me.
No.
You already know he's giving them the hairdryer treatment, bro.
I'm not saying fairs about the 5-0, broski. I'm saying fairs about the 1-0 for the 1 goal. I don't think they can score, bro. I can't lie.
You know what? It's
5-0, bro.
I think Neto is absolutely quality, and he can just whisk up something out of nowhere. And if they do score, he's going to be part of it.
No, fair enough.
So wait, are you saying 5-1 to Wolves or 5-1 to City?
5-1 City.
Okay, cool.
Come on, bro. I'm not that crazy.
No, because you start the way you was talking, the way you was talking, bro, was like the way like Neto's going to do this. I thought you were going like Neto's going to be banging them up. Bro.
I think Neto is an absolute talent, and
yeah, he is 100.
If he can stay fit for majority of the season, he's leaving next summer easily.
Facts. I think so too.
Scans?
I'm going 3-0. I don't think it'll be that dominating because of Calvin Phillips there.
No, fair enough. Next game is Liverpool versus Spurs. I think Liverpool are going to win this 3-1. I think they'll score a goal. They're going to win it 3-1. I'm just going to say that now.
2-2 for me. 2-2.
Fair enough. Andy?
3-0.
Ooh. Okay. Okay.
No respect on our defense at all.
Wow.
Even you're not that good defensively this year, but you will be up there because your strike force options are the best in the league.
You do realise we've only let in 5 goals this season. Everyone keeps saying.
I know, but I just think Yeah, but I think even in most of the games, you've let, looking at the highlights and stuff like that, let them have a few chances and stuff like that. Like then you would usually have, and that's because you don't have a defensive midfielder like that before that allows that. So, but I just going into the Liverpool do have a good record though at the toilet bowl, so they do have a good record there. So, but it is, man. Come on, it's a big shitty. You know what I mean? There's stuff like that. But yeah, 3-0 for me. But
No, fair enough. Z, did you give yours?
I didn't know. I mean, for obvious reasons, like I said, obviously I would want a Spurs win, but it's not going to happen. Liverpool look good this season, man. I'm not going to lie to you. Still, they're starting off well. They're looking good, and like, sorry, forgive me, I forgot your name. The Chelsea fan.
Andrew, yeah.
You mentioned, yeah. Sorry, mate. Yeah.
All right.
Liverpool got good options in regards to up front. I think they're going to cancel each other out, man. I think it's going to be a 0-0, man.
No way.
Wow.
I don't think so.
That'd be
No, but saying that, look. But saying that, I'll tell you why I say that, because the reason being why is like, look, I give props, I give credit where it's due. Liverpool playing awesome. They're playing really, really well. And like Scott said, they've only conceded 5 goals this season. But at the same time, yes, Spurs are conceding, but however, they're playing as a unit. They're playing a lot more free-flowing football and everything. Okay, can I change my prediction? Can I change it? Right, okay. All right, listen, I'm not saying this because I obviously like this, right? I mean, I would want Spurs to win, but I'm going for a 2-0 Liverpool.
Okay.
You know, yeah. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Dubs?
Our usual scoreline, 3-1.
Yeesh.
Yeah, man. I just think the bogey player for us will be Son. He's always plays well against us, man. I can't stand that guy. I think he's quality. I love Son, but yeah, against us, man, I just can't stand him, man. Like, yeah, it's gonna be 3-1.
So can I just ask before we move on to the next to Scats, is Maddison playing tomorrow?
Yeah, I think so.
50-50.
Right, okay.
50-50, because I heard he's injured, but I've been told today apparently he could make it. I don't know.
Oh, if he doesn't play, my prediction changes totally.
Yeah, I'm going to go with that as well. It depends on if he plays or not.
It totally changes because
100.
they'll put Son out left and Richarlison up front, and then it totally changes.
Oh, then definitely you've got Liverpool win written all over it, man. 100.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Next game, I think we've got 2 more left, actually.
Wait, did I see someone say 3-0 Spurs?
Yeah.
Did I see that come up? Oh my word!
God of frogs.
Yeah, he's a Chelsea fan, so that's fine.
So did you ask? Did Scans give his prediction? I don't think I heard Scans.
Not yet. No.
For me, it's gonna be 2-2 if Maddison doesn't play.
Yeesh. Okay.
No, I think the next games. Yeah, we have 2 more games. So we've got Nottingham Forest versus Brentford. I'll start this off. I think
that's the only Sunday game. You know, that's a stinky Sunday game. It's the only Sunday game.
2 o'clock. So literally,
is that the only Sunday game?
Sunday.
Yeah. And it's early Sunday game as well. It's not like 4:30. It's like at 2 in the afternoon.
Wow.
The women start back this week, innit? The Swimming Super League starts back on Sunday.
Looks like I'm watching that.
The fixtures have been weird, man. The fixtures have been just very weird. Loads of 3 p.m. kickoffs, so you're not even seeing hardly any 12:30 kickoffs on Saturdays anymore that much. So.
I already got my fixture that I'm watching for Sunday, and that is Atalanta versus Juventus. I'm gonna be sitting there with my popcorn. I'm gonna be watching the Serie A because I actually like the Serie A. I can't lie to you, though. But the game. Nottingham Forest versus Brentford. I'm gonna start off. I'm gonna go 2-1 to Brentford. 2-1 to Nottingham Forest. I think that Nottingham Forest will beat Brentford. It is at home as well for Nottingham Forest. So yeah, I think they're gonna beat them 2-1. Matt,
2-0 for me. 2-0 Forest. I think Brentford are on a slide now.
Yeah.
Andy.
Yeah, 2-0. I wish Hammond was here because I was going to remind him how many he's going to dunk on Brentford. So just remind Hamza that, he doesn't like him for some reason. So we'll get 2-0.
a six striker, bro. He's a six striker.
He is.
But that's just come into the league as well. Z?
You know, obviously with Brentford, like I said, it's been a massive downfall so far without the best players, Ivan Toney and Raya going to Humans. But I think I don't see Forest winning. I'm going for a 2-2 draw.
2-2 draw. Fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah.
They looked really bad against Everton. So yeah, I'm gonna go 2-1 for us.
Fair enough. Fair enough. And Scans?
I'm gonna go 3-1 Forest. Their firepower is pretty decent, man.
Yeah, definitely.
Up front, what's it called?
Awani.
Awani,
Elanga.
Alanga, and Hudson-Odoi. Yeah,
I love that
and,
front. I love that front three. You know, like, I
and
watched it the
what's
other
it
day, and I
called,
was like, I like
what's
that.
the other guy? What's the Gibbs White as well?
Yes,
Morgan Gibbs White.
Yeah,
Right.
I'm gonna go.
Doesn't one of your old boys play for them as well, like Origi?
No,
Yeah.
Origi. Oh yeah,
yeah,
yeah, I forgot.
God.
He is there. He is
Yeah,
there.
Origi's there.
Them lot bought about 100 players, bro. Wow.
Yeah.
What in 2 seasons?
Last season was crazy, bro. They done the whole squad. 22 players up, 22 players in. It was crazy. It's
Bro,
crazy.
they took Nottingham. They took one of PSV's biggest midfielders like nothing, bro.
Yeah.
Sangare.
Yeah, Sangari.
You know what I mean? It's
Crazy.
mad, absolutely mad.
Crazy. But yeah, final game which we're gonna move on to now, which is Fulham versus Chelsea. I was there, and he just he's like, okay, let's get it over and done with. I can't lie to you. I'm gonna go with it. I think it's gonna be a 1-1 draw. I think it's gonna be a 1-1 draw. I think they will score, but Fulham will also score.
I'm the same.
That game
1-1, I say as well. And I don't think it's going to be an exciting game, as Andy said. Like, both don't really concede. Fulham did the same against Palace the other day. The 0-0. Oh yeah, I can see a boring type game. So 1-1 for me.
Andy?
Yeah, like I said before, 1-0, move on, not exciting, do something else Monday night. Don't watch this game. It's all good.
Fair enough. Z?
Okay, can I just ask, is it at the cottage or the bridge?
Cottage.
Cottage. Okay. I mean, the thing that I know, even though with the injuries and everything, I know you don't make excuses about injuries, and I grant that. But it does play a massive part in terms of your success and your team as gelling wise and performance wise. Even though you still got good record at the cottage, I think Chelsea will pull a sneaky 1-0, man. I think they'll get a 1-0 win.
Fair enough, Dubs.
Yeah.
Who are Chelsea going to play up top if Jackson's injured?
I have no idea.
Sterling.
I think he might go Sterling in a false 9.
Well, then I'm gonna have to go with a 1-0 Fulham win.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Defensively, they're very strong. Defensively, they are very, very strong. Yeah, they got smashed in by City, but that's Man City. But Chelsea are they're not really banging in goals, are they? So if Jackson's out, then yeah, I just don't see how Chelsea are going to be scoring goals, man.
Understandable.
And Scans, just to end it off.
1-1 draw.
1-1 draw. Fair enough. Fair enough. And that is the end of the show. That is the end of the show. Thank you very much, guys, for tuning in.
No worries, bro.
Thank you for having me, man. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah, man.
No worries. I'm just gonna put their names on if they do have the names for the channels. Where is it? There we go. There it is. There it is. So you got Matt from Back of the Net podcast, Andrew from the Winter Surfer. Then you got Scans TV. Go subscribe. Dubs supports Liverpool. Yeah, I believe Dubs. Have you got a channel as well?
No, not yet. Just been featuring, bro.
No, fair enough. And Z, do you have a channel?
Yeah, MUTV, bro. No, I'm joking. No, I don't have a channel, no.
Nah. Fair enough. Well, go subscribe to the guys that do have channels. Matt, Andrew, and Scans. Go subscribe to their channels. Links will be in the description. And thank you very much, guys, for tuning in with us today for this preview for the Premier League. We will all catch you on the next one. Thank you very much, guys.
Peace.
That's easy.